What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we got another Monday Ramble. A little dark, but it is what it is. Didn't get time this morning to do anything or record anyways. I pretty much just slept and got some rest in because rest is very important. And sometimes I find myself not getting enough of it. So got to make sure I catch up on it a little bit. I think I had like 3 hours sleep the night before, maybe. 2.5, 3 sounds pretty good. That might be a lot for some people, but not for me. Not for I pretty much get around that 3 to 5 hour mark at the most during the week. So on the weekends I try to catch up when I got time. So I went to bed kind of early last night, which is good. So I always talk about the importance of doing little things such as getting sleep and, doing stuff like that, working out, walking. Walking's a big thing. You don't have to work out if you're going to walk enough, right? If you put in a little bit of mileage into walking, you don't really have to worry as much about like a physical fitness thing unless you're like really hefty and you're trying to tone up and stuff like that. So if you're a normal human being with like a normal body, average body or whatever that entails, then, minimum would be walking, right? For helping you get better and attaining more physical goals for yourself and stuff like that. But if you're a little bit bigger, such as myself, you gotta walk, you're gonna do like some other exercises and things like that. You gotta plan your meals a lot better in order to achieve what you're looking to do. So it's a lot different for everybody, their journey to getting to where they want to be at physically and stuff. It entails a different thing. So most people they look for some people that have all the answers, and the fact of the matter is nobody has the answer for everybody, right? Sometimes you gotta dig around, figure out what's best for you in order for you to do it, something that keeps you motivated and keeps you wanting to continue to do it, and you do it, right? And you continue to do it, and that's the hard part, and that's the beautiful part about trying to figure out things for yourself is that it's gonna take a little bit of work, but you can do it. You can do it as long as you're willing to put forth effort to do it. So, and nobody's gonna do it for you. You got to do it yourself, right? And that's part of being an adult and cool things like that. So, I guess talk a little bit more about sometimes psychological battles. They have you down, they have you not wanting to do much, not wanting to be motivated and stuff like that. And just a simple getting up and doing things can potentially change those things, right? Who's that? Mike Tyson. He talks about how when he would get big in between fights sometimes when he was younger, and he'd just be like, oh, I'm just a big fat piece of shit and all this other stuff, and like wanted to kill himself. And even like Tyson Fury, more recent heavyweight champion, talked about that, and about the mental gymnastics or battles that somebody has to face, especially if you're bigger and you might not have confidence, or you think lowly of yourself, right? And you tell yourself you're a piece of crap, and you start to believe it the more you do it and do it and do it. And was Mike Tyson, like I said, would say that to himself. He'd get depressed and get big, and then he start to get ready for fights, and he would slowly change his mindset of I'm a destroyer of worlds, essentially, right? And stuff like that. So it's a lot to take in, right? I know a lot of people probably don't like Mike Tyson, but I like Mike Tyson. I like some of those mental aspects that he talks about, because they touch home of sometimes how it's like a love-hate relationship of how I see myself or how I view myself, and depending on what I'm doing, my own outlook of myself can potentially change, right? And my confidence and all this kind of stuff, and it all stems from trying to be better at something and working towards a certain goal at times. That's what it seems like, and that's what it seems like it is for at least most other people, right? And that's the hard part as well, is figuring out something that you want to do and putting forth the time and effort. Sometimes it seems like we don't have enough time in the day to learn these things, right? Or able to plan that into our events based off of other things that go on in life and stuff like that. Because I understand we're all busy. Even my schedule conflicts with stuff sometimes, so unfortunately, I can't dedicate myself to things as I want to, but I still put in forth effort to at least make it there once or twice a week, right? Excuse me. It really depends on that schedule, but for sure, like I put aside that for Wednesdays, right? And I go do it on Wednesdays and stuff like that. So I'm very fortunate there. And Saturdays if I can, if somebody's able to help me out and stuff like that, and then I'm out there being square and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I was just making mention to some friends here that first I'm starting to get a little nervous thinking about the upcoming tournament. It's just a little over a month away, but I am freaking excited, right? And in my mind, it's like, oh, what if this happens or this happens, or I get ragdolled and stuff like that, and like try not to think negatively, but at the same time, like when I'm training, I'm trying to put myself in those positions and see if I can work out of them and stuff like that, and hopefully that helps prepare me for when it's time to go 100%, right? To go as hard as I can to want to win competitively and stuff like that. So I look forward to it. I'm nervous, but I'm starting to build a little confidence, but also at the same time, those questions are always going to be there, and it's always going to be there for anybody else that are you're doing that. Well, maybe there's some outliers out there where they're totally confident, but not this guy, right? I try not to think about those things as much, but sometimes, like in this case where you set up a date to go do something, it's gonna weigh on you, and rightfully so. But have faith, dedicate yourself towards what you're doing, and keep working hard, and have faith in that, right? And even if nothing comes of it, if you lose right away or whatever, like, who cares? You went out there and did it. You tried your best, and you put forth the effort to even make it there, and you made it there, and you got it out of the way, and you choose to continue to do that. You can go do that. You got that option, obviously, and maybe it won't be as bad next time, but some people say that it's pretty tough on them every time. So but you could be different. You might like that stuff, and might help you, make you want to continue to do it no matter what, even if it's a long journey ahead of yourself and stuff like that. So, and I'm just looking forward to it. I've been loving training. Have a lot of respect for everybody that does that stuff, and being consistent, and thank everybody at the gym for rolling with me and meeting new people and stuff like that, because they're human beings too, obviously. Like, you learn this from other people, like you're building relationships on your way and stuff like that. So that's a awesome part, I think. So, but anyways, I hope everybody has a great rest of the week, and I hope you enjoyed this ramble somewhat. If you did, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It helps out a little bit. It doesn't help out at all because I don't get paid, but I don't really care about that, right? I just like sharing some stories. So awesome part for me. Maybe it'll help somebody one day, maybe not, but if it does, man, I hope I wish you luck, and I hope you put forth the effort towards something that you're looking forward to doing, and hopefully you get at least some kind of enjoyment. Hopefully you can get your mind off of any kind of mental battles that you have within and stuff like that, and move forward with your life, and hopefully keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. Hope you have a great one. Until next time, guys. Peace.